I think I saw the name around, so I don't think they're a brand new team.
Uh,
But I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have too much information on them.
yeah, so I'm actually not sure if this is a EU team or just a US team playing in the EU tournament, to tell you the truth, because I know I see them in matchmaking every once in a while. When we 5-man queue, sometimes we'll see who the other three are. I know Tutti Frutti, and I call this guy Barcode. I don't actually know what else I should say his name is.
Rule or barcode is good, I
Nope,
guess.
I call him Barcode. I have named
Okay,
him. It has been done for life. He will be
that's
Barcode.
probably Illililili.
No, it's Barcode.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see who else pops in here, but they're not a bad team. They do pretty well if it's the same five that I'm thinking of, or if they're going to have any ringers or not. So, but I'm not actually sure if they are a EU or a US team just playing in the EU tournament.
Well, we could ask them.
We could. I'm asking them right now. Because
You were
why
quicker
not?
than me. You were quicker than me.
I apologize. So that's a name I don't recognize there.
Cooksor? I actually recognize the name, but only the name. So many names I saw here and there in matchmaking or some teams. Really hard to recognize them all and
Yeah.
keep in mind who is who and who plays good and who plays which hero and for which team.
Hold on. Is AR Rex in here twice? Did somebody rename themselves to AR Rex so that we have two
No, it's
AR?
Ref and Rex.
I see AR Rex.
Yes.
Oh, Rev and Rex. Ooh, wow. It is early, apparently. AR Rev and AR Rex. That should be excellent to cast.
Yeah,
Okay,
totally.
so Tutti Frutti
Maybe they're
is
in one lane, then it's the Ref Rex lane.
Oh my
Or
god.
Rex Ref.
I hope they are never in the same team fight. That is my hope. Uh,
I fear that will not happen though.
yes, but this Tutti Frutti is an EU team, so
Okay.
so that's good. So you should know them, and bad on you for not.
Sorry.
Yep, sorry. Where is their team though? Where is everybody? They just played a game. They should be revved and ready to go. Okay, so there's another Valhalla guy. I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, apparently.
Gonna assume.
Flock.
I should probably close out some of these windows. I don't have so many up today as I did yesterday, where I started getting just groups. I had like 3 groups of like 8 each. It was a little ridiculous yesterday. All right, so it looks like all team Valhalla has checked in here. We're just waiting on one more for AR eSports, and we should be good to go.
But Rex did not play last match, or? Am
Who
I wrong
didn't?
here?
Who did not play? Rex.
Rex?
Did they have a different ringer for them at the time?
Maybe. I remember that Ref was in the game, but if there would have been a Ref and a Rex, we would have noticed that in the last match already.
We would have, yes. So I will give you the benefit of the doubt and say that they had a ringer. I will. We are just waiting.
I think we should just start a 4v4. That would be interesting.
Let's do it. Let's see who a 4v4.
Oh,
Oh, it's now 5v4.
Oh,
What's going on?
Gray is trusting us. Gray just left the game and said he will trust the casters to call the game start.
He's putting a lot of faith in both of us.
Yes, indeed. I'm not sure if we can live up to his expectations.
And instead, I'm going to put my faith in both these teams to let us know when they are ready.
That's a lot of responsibility we're throwing around here.
Too much. All right, who are we waiting on? We waiting on one more? Let's find out.
Can I play?
Yes. Oh God.
Oh, they swapped us.
Oh God. You're in.
Mali, go.
You're in. He wants to play
Oh, Mali
against
want
you.
to play. Yeah, apparently. But I'm afraid if he picks Moxie again, or if he picks Bo, actually, I'm even more afraid.
Does he play a good bow in a bottom
He
lane?
plays very scary Bo.
In the bottom lane?
Very scary. Not so much. I think he can solo lane with it, but I think I saw him dual laning with it more in a few matches, and it was pretty crazy. No, but I saw him solo laning as well. It's very scary.
I really like to see Bo go bottom lane. I think Bo actually is not a bad bottom lane here. Obviously,
No.
there's some like a Bo versus Mox, or Bo versus Moxie. You might have a little bit of trouble, or like a Bo versus Rook maybe. But I think Bo can actually hold his own in a bottom lane and do okay.
Probably.
Mr. Gugglezar. Mr. Gugglezar.
Okay.
I don't know who that
That's
is.
Nuya. That's not Mr. Gugglezar.
Oh, and now everybody is joining up. Everybody wants in the play.
People joining now.
It's okay. Tootie is on the ball. We are ready. Are they ready?
Okay,
Marley's
AR is
ready.
ready. Interesting that the ringer is giving the shot here, the call here, but
Hey, whatever.
anyway. Whatever works.
All right. I think they need just 1 minute, and they will be ready to go. All right, guys, 1 minute, and we're good. Get this next Strife game on. All right, here we go.
We're starting. Awesome.
Here comes the picks.
So chances for Fetterstone and Claudessa in both teams?
100%.
That was wrong for the last match.
Yeah, but I'm going to stick to my guns and
Okay.
go one. It makes no sense not to pick a Claudessa Fetterstone lane in the current meta, you know, in the current
I
hero
would pick.
pool.
I would pick a Claudessa. Actually, I was saying I would pick a Claudessa or Caprice lane over that. But on the other hand, Fetterstone just is so strong late game that he might be a little bit weaker than Caprice in the laning phase. But oh god, he gets
Yeah.
so painful in the late game.
So in all seriousness, I'd actually rather see Claudessa Vermilion lane. I think Claudessa
Really good as
Vermilion
well, yeah.
is better than Claudessa Fetterstone lane. But it's new
And
hero.
Vermilion scales really good as well in the late game.
Absolutely, yep. And
Before
I think with
this
the
patch, no, go on.
I'm sorry, I just want to say I'm going to make a prediction right now with the new heroes we have in the pool, with kind of the meta kind of changing a little bit. I would not be surprised, and you can hear it from me here first. We're going to start seeing Vermilion picked up as more of a split push role. We're going to start seeing Vermilion with warp boots on, start just warping up to towers that are getting pressured, taking towers out, backing off, and just basically being that split pusher for the team instead of being kind of that late game hard carry for you.
Why do you think so?
I just think Vermilion pushes towers better than anyone else in the game. And with the other, you know, because you can run like a Claudessa Fetterstone lane, and you can have that late game there. And I think you can choose like a Vermilion kind of as a split pushing role.
Okay.
We'll see. That's my prediction. We'll see if anyone picks up on it. But we are in game, and here we go.
We have no Fetterstone at all.
Not one Fetterstone pickup. Very interesting. So maybe they're going to run that Claudessa Vermilion
Please?
role like I
or
saying is
Vermilion,
better.
Sure.
And we'll see. I think we're going to get a Moxie bottom. So I guess the Moxie bottom role is still strong on the EU scene. We didn't see it on the NA yesterday, but that's
Yes.
fine. Marley played a very good Moxie, so we'll see if he's able to continue that on. So let's get some names in here.
Ali
So
just messaged me, by the way, and told me that he's not playing Bo in the bottom lane. He's playing Bo in the mid lane because he can gank so great there from there.
I see. Interesting. And this is AR eSports again. And here we go. There's our teams. Give me 1 second, guys. And we should be back to normal. Let me make sure this config is set to on click, since it's a little bugged right now. All right, so we are in game. So items. What do we have?
Well, we have a Fairblade again on Mali. And we have the Silver Buckler again on Rex Shank as well.
Pretty
this is actually the same team setup, hero setup they had last match, right? And I think they're going for Carter Shank again in the top lane.
Hold on though. Bottom lane, we are getting a little bit of a change up here. I like this.
Oh, I like this a lot.
However, look at the Fellblade on Caprice here.
Interesting.
Going for a little bit of health shard over power. We'll see how that works, because obviously the Fellblade gives you a little built-in power with the recipe, and maybe she feels that if she has a little bit of a higher health pool, she will survive in lane better. She does have a Mystic.
She has a Mystic. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, the recipe gives you more power than the shard. The recipe for the Fellblade gives you 8 power, and the shard gives you 6.
Yes.
So she has the bigger part for power still in her inventory. I was saying that I expected more than a Clarity shard in the Fellblade instead of a health shard, but if she has Mystique, that actually makes sense.
It does, and so I mean, because that that Mystic's gonna give her that health regen. The Mystic kind of gives you that little boost of power every once in a while with the passive auto attack. So we're gonna see how well this works out. Otherwise, in the lanes, Silver Buckler going on Gladessa here with a health shard in there, and that is that's okay. The only problem I don't understand is people picking up a Silver Buckler from the pool before scouting out your enemy team composition, because while it's probably going to be okay because they're going up against this Vermilion here, I think there might have been a better item that she could have picked up. Not all lost, but if it was going to be up against a double magic composition, that Silver Buckler would basically just be wasted time.
Yeah, totally. And we have the Claudessa Vermilion lane on both sides in the mid lane.
Yeah,
and so yeah, you said it. It's a pretty strong lane, and I agree.
Yeah, and so we'll see who kind of comes out the winner here. Obviously, we have 2 Tortoises top versus a that's a Pincer Pet, right, and a Bounder.
2 Tortoises? Oh, in the mid lane. Yeah,
in the mid lane. Sorry. And in the top lane,
that's tops.
We have a huge magic burst lane here with this Moxie Carter lane against, again, they go in this kind of Shank, and it is Rex and Rev, by the way.
Yes,
so
it's Rex and Rev.
I'm not happy with them for that, but that's okay. But a Carter Shank lane, I just don't see it being strong early game.
Oh, on level 6, right?
Level 6, they should be able to kill any one of these 2, no problem. Level 6.
But what you had said about the Silver Buckler, Rex is sitting on a Silver Buckler now, and he's facing a Carter and a Moxie. This Silver Buckler will not help him at all.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a little health regen, so
a little bit, sure.
But he could have just got that health regen shard and not the Silver Buckler. So, yep, I think that's kind of a wasted item. And obviously in the bottom lane, I think this is kind of the most interesting lane composition. We don't see Caprice in a bottom roll offense. Every once in a while, it does happen. I don't know how well it's going to work against this Moxie. If she can dodge those yarn balls, she has a shot, but so far it looks like she's been eating them.
We got first blood in top lane, though.
We did.
The Carter Shank lane made a first blood on a Moxie.
Wow, that is impressive. Now, obviously, a Carter Moxie does not have the only CC they really have is that Carter's what's the throw ability.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't play enough Carter to remember the name of the skill for that, but yeah, so I can see that if
and a kill bot lane.
And a kill bot lane. Oh, Marley going in. Did he use his Bounder pet though? I would assume he did.
I assume, yeah.
If he dived. He dived pretty hard too, because he's very low and he has a whole creep wave on him. But he's just going to health pot up, and he's going to go right back into farming this bottom lane. So if we look,
Molly dominating bottom again.
Molly's dominating bottom again. Now, I mean, obviously a Moxie versus a Caprice lane early game, Moxie should have a huge advantage. But at level 6, I don't know, Caprice might have the mobility to kind of burst this Moxie down. We'll see if that happens. Obviously, Caprice needs to get her farm up, though, because right now she is farming at 160 GPM. Having to use another health potion, and is not doing well under the tower here. And obviously Marley
No, she's not doing as well at all. She has a 160 GPM. She got nothing so far.
Obviously, Marley is doing a much better job keeping above 450 for this stage of the bottom game is very, very excellent.
Yeah, and actually, we said it in earlier games that 2,000 gold advantage is not a lot, but at minute 350, that's actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
The problem is that they're winning the mid lane, like Valhalla is winning the mid lane, but the top lane and the bottom lane are super far behind GPM wise. Like Flock is on 170 GPM right now, and Kuxor and Marco are on like 250. So that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, they're not farming well at all, and you know, Strife, while there is shared gold, all your lanes have to be getting those last hits, otherwise your other lanes are suffering because of it. And this Caprice in the bottom lane,
survived with 1 hit point.
Yes, surviving with 1 hit point, but this Caprice basically not able to farm bottom lane is actually hurting the rest of their team. You need to send somebody bottom who can actually get those last hits, who can actually farm very well at the 450, 500 GPM mark, because every last hit you get is 6 gold for everybody else on your team, and that's so important to your other lanes early game. Oh, it looks like they're going to go on Vermilion here, but it's going to be short-lived. This mid lane, they're just kind of trading blows back and forth, as I would expect in a mirror matchup like this. Oh, sorry.
I guess I take over. Yeah, I can't control the camera now, but right now the lanes are kind of stale. I mean, Mali is dominating bottom still. Flock is not getting a lot of money here. He's trying to get in. Oh, he's jumping actually on Mali, dealing some damage with his ult and the anchor, but Mali's almost killing him for that, so that did not work out too well for him, I guess.
I apologize for that. I am.
Oh, top lane.
Oh, top lane, absolutely. Oh, is Carter actually going to live from here? Moxie is chasing down, going to try and get a yarn ball off, but no, he's going to have to back out, and Moxie will survive with that health potion. I mean, Carter will survive with that health potion, and Moxie's just going to have to back off. Oh, that could have been such a nice kill for Moxie. They really, really need to get a kill on this top lane. So this Shank, Carter lane, is actually doing work top when I would expect them to be kind of struggling early game here, but they're both level 5 now. They're probably very close to level 6. As soon as they hit that level 6, so if they hit it like right now, this Moxie is basically dead.
Yep.
And they actually did, Shank did get level 6. They did just hit level 6, and you can see they're rotating around. They're going to try and
get a Moxie instantly backed up
on this Moxie, but they got to be careful. If they get close enough there, wow. Oh, I don't agree on Shank initiating with the ult. I would much, much rather see Carter initiate with the ult and then Shank follow up once the ult hits.
Yeah, but he has to get close for it.
He does have to get close, but he was kind of rotating in.
They rotated, by the way, bottom again, and it did not pay out.
I don't know why. I said it before, you know, before this game started. If you're losing a lane, just, you know, it's a lost lane. Just, you know, basically win your other lanes. But instead, they decide to rotate this out and put
Caprice. They rotated from a losing lane anyway, though. So
yeah, I guess that's true. So there's not much loss there. But yeah, putting this Carter bottom against a very fed Moxie, over-leveled Moxie, that's not gonna help you at all.
No,
your Carter is just gonna get bursted down. And so that was not a good rotation, and he's just coming right back here. I mean, he's level 5. He has 2 deaths. He's farming 200 GPM. I don't know what he's going to do here bottom. This tower is going to fall here. There's not much he can do to stop it.
By the way, what do you think about the rune boots on Ref's Carter?
Oh, hold on here. We have Carter going in for a kill on Moxie. Moxie's going to use the Bounder, gets away, and that ult is going to be wasted. So that was a valiant attempt at trying to get this Moxie, but Moxie did have the Bounder pet up, and it's gone. And now Moxie is actually going to wait around. If he had a healing potion, he could have gone in and probably gotten a kill on this Carter who has an ult down right now. But instead, Moxie is just going to go back to farming.
Yeah, mid in the meantime is pretty even. I think actually HR got a small advantage here, but it's not by much. Yeah, they have a small advantage.
Very small
40 GPM on both heroes, but that's not a lot. So this lane is super even. One kill can turn this around easily.
Oh, and actually,
seems like they're going
Vermilion's not careful. He's actually going to have the ult to get out of that, and
both.
Instead of Modin actually ults to try and go for a kill on Claudessa there, but it is not going to be. Actually, Claudessa trying to dodge Oh, but not able to. And they actually finally get their first kill mid, it would seem.
Yeah, and Marley got a kill bottom, and Rex got a kill top as well.
Yeah, that was a huge fight for their whole team across all lanes. But I think the big win here was this mid lane. Getting that kill,
agreed.
they're able to get a lot of damage on this tower. And this tower actually might fall if Vermilion is not able to do something right here.
Finally.
Oh, it looks like they're going to back off, and they're not going to finish it off for now. Yeah, in the top lane though, this Caprice is really struggling. She has no mana. I think Caprice is pretty mana dependent, and going this kind of health shard in this Fellblade, I don't think is working out. If they wanted not to go power, he should have gone with a little bit of mana regeneration.
Well, she has Mystique, as you said earlier, but
it's
probably
enough.
not enough. The cooldown on the mana thing is too high.
Yeah, it's not enough for someone like Caprice.
For sustain. For actual sustain, the cooldown is way too high. It's good to get the burst off, but you have to have at least a decent mana sustain if you want to use Mystique.
But looks like Marley is just going to stay down bottom. Oh, looks like, hold on here. Carter's going in on Molly here. He does get a good off ult, but I think Carter is just going to get bursted down. Marley did not care one bit about that Carter ult.
He has a Cleric Chalice already, so he will not go down here.
He just ate it.
Anytime
As soon as the sun came out, Carter kind of just died.
Top lane seems to be... Oh, yeah, the Rocket finished off the Caprice.
Yes, absolutely.
Was close, though.
So
it was a good shot by Ref. He spread the two Rockets a little bit with an angle.
Yeah, Shank Fault actually wasn't even used in that engagement.
I think he tried to use it, but we were in the bottom lane, and he missed it. And they got the kill afterwards.
I got you. Yeah, so this mid lane, I don't think we're going to see these four heroes leave this mid lane for a while now. I think it's going to be up to this kind of top and bottom to kind of carry it at the moment, because these towers actually have not... Well, the bottom lane has been almost... The mid for... who's the team name? For Valhalla here is actually almost dead because of that kill they had. But I still think Valhalla can actually trade and get a kill themselves in the mid lane if they play it properly and do this much tower to this damage. Do this much damage to this tower.
And this can tip the favor of the mid lane in their advantage again.
Yeah, I don't understand this rotation of this Carter to the bottom lane. He's doing nothing. He has under 200 GPM. I mean, Moxie is basically just running away with his bottom lane, and Carter
kill a mid lane.
Yeah, there was a second kill for Modin and Mana Life here, and they might actually get another kill here if they're not careful. He does get the pullback, and they will get the kill.
Nice
so
Dragon's Reach.
Should be able to convert this into a tower as well.
And Caprice got killed top again.
Yes.
So this is not looking good for Valhalla.
No,
what's the gold? 13,000.
It's a huge lead right now. 12,000 gold and 8,000 XP.
13-0 kills.
13-0 kills. Morale's got to be pretty bad over here on Valhalla. They need to find out how to either get a kill or find out how to get a tower.
They got the mid turret and the tier 2 turret bottom.
Yep. And so they got the mid tier tower here, and they're gonna immediately rotate over to Baldir, get a little more gold for the team. I'd rather see them actually just rotate top, ignore Baldir, rotate top,
and finish this turret
get a
off,
kill, finish off the turret, and then come and get Baldir. Absolutely.
Yeah. Seems like Marley is rotating mid to hold to stop Tutti Frutti and Barcode from taking the turret.
Let's see.
And I'm pretty sure, as fat as he is, he's probably able to.
Yeah, actually, if he's not careful, he might get gone on here, and Marley's going to start taking some damage, but Tutti Frutti's just going to get bursted down, and now they have the rotation coming back from that Baldir kill. I think Claudessa here is going to be okay, but they might now push this tier 2 mid, or at least try. But instead, I really think they should have just went top. Oh, AR Rev might actually fall here. No, nope. Instead, Moxie's going to have to fall back, and AR Rev is going to live with just a small amount of life. Oh, the hook in from Shank. It's not going to be enough, though. Or is it? Is there no ult up on Vol? Oh, wow, he barely survives. I had not understanding it because Caprice did have her ult up. She did have the mana, I'm pretty sure, in that fight to use it. I don't know why she would not just ult over the wall back into tower range and not almost die, but she survives in the end, so no harm, no foul.
Marley and Manolife got a kill on Claudessa in the mid lane. Oh, and maybe another one.
Yep, absolutely. And Molly is just doing work. Both these games here really kind of carrying this team. I mean, the rest of the team is doing 8
kills already,
doing very good, but I think I think Molly here is really the MVP for their squad.
Yeah.
8-0, farming 560 GPM.
Yeah, Carter survived with basically no hit points in top lane after they got a kill on who was it? On Moxie, Cooksor.
Yes, they got a kill on Cooksor, and yeah, there's so much action going on in each lane in both of these games.
Oh, we have a numbing lantern on Modern's Vermilion.
Oh, I don't know. Like, did he? Wow.
Don't agree with that, actually.
This is.
I mean, it's not totally stupid because you will get a lot of attack speed with Vermilion, and that's when Numbing Lantern shines. But Vermilion is supposed to be your main AD carry, and Numbing Lantern will just stop you from dealing damage. And I don't know.
So you don't agree on this Numbing Lantern? I mean, if you think about the rest of their squad, how well they're doing is...
Yeah, okay, they're doing good enough for that, I guess.
I don't
need this AD carry, but...
They don't need Modin to kind of fit in that role. And oh, careful here. Actually, Carter is going to go on by Vermilion, is just going to fall too quickly. So this team engage is actually going to turn on them. They thought they had the advantage. Oh, and that great ult by Modin here. Oh, the ult back from Tutti Frutti, but he's still going to go down anyway.
And Flock finished off Marley. Flock finished Marley. Caprice killed the Moxie.
Finally gets a kill on Molly.
That was the revenge. I think it was worth it for that one kill.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they finally get a couple kills. I don't know if that's helping their morale or not. I hope it is. They're going to lose
especially on the Caprice,
though.
Was like getting dominated all game so far, and then she just kills the...
Oh, the Shank ult of Caprice, but that is not the person you want to ult with Shank. If Caprice has any charges up on her ult, she's going to get away. However, they are sticking around here. Vermilion, Cladessa. Oh, they are going to ult in on Cuxor, and that's going to be the easiest kill of the game, I would think.
Manulife coming from behind.
Yes, they are going to collapse on Caprice here. She is just going to fall, and I would not be surprised if we see this tower go down right now. They have a pretty good wave on it. Oh, actually...
Rotating in, but...
Oh, I don't know. The Cladessa, like, going out of tower range and ulting and just getting away. This ult is kind of wasted at this point, and she really should just be getting out of this fight.
Yeah,
There's
Mali,
no reason...
meantime, is just farming the jungle in the bot lane.
Carter's out of mana, burned his ult. All they can do now is really just try and clear out these creep waves, and I hope this tower stays up until they get something going. Oh, all these tortoise pets. Oh, wow. Cuckold getting a nice ult off, actually, and they're actually going to go in on the Shank. Probably the wrong target. Manalife gets a 3-man pullback.
That Dragon's Reach was
Cuckold is going to
awesome.
be chasing. Nope, he's going to have to. Cuxor is going to be going back and going to fall himself. So
that Dragon's Reach by Manulife, that was awesome.
That was a big,
so beautiful.
Big skill use right there. Absolutely. I thought Moxie had a good ult on Valhalla's team there, but it did not pay off, and they kind of
he doesn't deal damage. I mean, look at his item. He has 218 GPM right now. He has power boots, cleric shells, and 2 power shards.
He's just not...
And his cleric shell is not even crafted with full power. He just doesn't have the damage, and so does his team. His whole team is around 300 GPM, or 200 to 300 actually. Flock is still below 200. They don't have the gold, they don't have the items to deal any damage now. I think this is pretty much over.
Yeah, this game is definitely getting into a far lead, and they're actually going to go on Baldir again and kind of secure more gold for the team. I think this is more kind of denying the gold from Valhalla than them eating it themselves. They're kind of in a secure lead. I don't think they really need that little boost of gold, but it was free, so why not? And if you're already there, no reason not to.
Bottom lane, Marley finishing
getting a kill, but now Marley is actually gonna probably go right back in on 2D Fruity. There's really no reason for Marley to be afraid of this Vermilion at this point, but there's 2 here now, so he's gonna back off.
Marley is just picking up kills.
However, Caprice is here for both sides. Are they going to try and reinitiate? It's possible. I think so. I think Marley's going to back off now. If Carter is going to ult Marley, and they might actually get a kill here, he's going to try and get away. He will live with 10 points, 10% health, and they're going to now have to disengage. Tutti Frutti has to ult to get away, and instead, Marley picks up a kill on their Cladessa. Barcode going down.
Yeah, Marley doesn't care at all. He's just...
Yeah, that Bounder pet's actually doing work for Marley this game. There's been...
I'm very surprised. I normally don't see a bouncer on Moxie. I mean, it makes sense. Moxie has not a lot of mobility. I mean, he gets a movement speed passive from his E skill. But besides that, he doesn't have any movement skill. And so bouncer kind of makes sense if you don't want to go for spin boots. And
yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's definitely doing work. I mean, obviously, you'd normally see maybe a Mystic on a Moxie, but in this game, it has saved his life at least 2 times from those Carter ults. He's able to disengage and get out. And careful here, Carter himself is just going to get bursted down. However, Caprice was going to try and go in and get a kill himself, but she will die. I don't agree with that Caprice trying to jump in to go after Carter herself.
I think they're just trying to get some kills.
At this point, I mean, they're basically playing just way too risky. If you're in such a huge hole like this, you can't... I mean, obviously, it's either you make a big play or the game's going to be over anyway, but that's not the big play to be trying to make here. Barco does get a decent hook back in, but it's on their 2 tanky heroes, so it's not really going to help, and they lose their first generator of the game. Oh, looks like Carter's going back in, does get an ult off, not really going to matter. Team was there to kind of shield him from any type of rockets that's going to pop out from Carter after the ult. And that was another wasted Carter ult. So Carter ult's down again. And they're still here. They still kind of want some kills here. Or maybe they want to try and get the Crux and just end it. They really do have the power to do it right now. We'll see if they're able to do it. Looks like they're just getting the shield down, getting a little damage in. They got to be careful. Oh, wow, that Shank was such a huge hook back. Modin actually might fall here if he's not careful. Oh, nope, the Hexbane. Nice Hexbane. Oh, wow. He does get the kill in the end, falls for it himself, but I think that's definitely a kill, well worth it. However, they do have the monkey with him now, and this game is probably going
Molly diving. I think the item build of My Life's Claudessa is quite interesting, actually. He goes Power Boots, Dampening Cloak, Scythe, and then Inferno Brand. I mean,
yeah,
the enemy team was quite magic heavy, so I guess a Dampening Cloak is pretty good.
Yeah.
Scythe makes sense as well because they were dominating, so you can take advantage of this item. And Inferno Brand is in general a pretty good item on Claudessa. So it's an interesting build, though.
I
didn't saw something similar so far, but I think it's a good idea.
I mean, it definitely worked for him. He went 5-15, no deaths. That could just be their team composition was just dominating them from the beginning. So items I don't think really played a huge role in this game. But yeah.
Nah, probably not.
So that's the end of these the semifinals here, I believe, right? So let's see what the brackets are looking like. Just so everyone knows, it looks like